On today's edition, we are going into the world of journalism. Yes, you heard me right. The world of my profession. We are diving into the importance of journalism and the lines of connection it has with governance, democracy, and politics. The importance of journalism cannot be overemphasized in our evolving world. We know the part journalism has played in a global matter like the war against racism on blacks. We know how journalism has stood as a touch to national concerns like corruption, insecurity, sexual violences, economics reports, etc. To discuss with me is an elderly statesman, a key figure in Nigerian politics, a tower in governance, and a respected veteran in the field of journalism as far as Nigeria and the world is concerned. We will be welcoming our key guest for today, Dr. Olusegun Osoba. Welcome, sir. It is a rare privilege and an overflowing honor to have a statesman of quality character on the show today. Hello, sir. How are you today, sir?
I'm feeling great.
Thank God. Thank you. Your personality needs no further introduction as you are a familiar figure with a reputable name within and beyond the borders of Nigeria. So my first question to you today, sir, is that you were recently appointed as the new chair of the Governing Council of Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Congratulations again, sir.
Thank you.
So again, I say congratulations, sir. It is a noteworthy appointment and a meritorious one at that. So my question to you today, sir, is that what are the stakes that will be of ultimate importance to you for the Institute as a matter of attention?
The Institute was founded as a professional institution for journalists in Nigeria and West Africa.
Okay.
Unfortunately, recently the Institute has been facing some challenges.
Okay.
So it's those challenges that I have been asked to come and face and perhaps do some redemption in the institution.
Okay.
I think it's a big challenge, but at the age of 81, I have decided to dedicate my time 100% to do my best to bring back the Institute of Journalism. We have been chairman 30 years ago. So I will do my best to rectify and reinvent the institution.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for that. So, while you were talking, you said for 30 years. I know that for over 56 years in journalism, that is a reputable milestone in the career of journalism. We guess that, there is no retirement to the profession, if I must say. So you started soft as a trainee reporter in 1964 with Daily Times. What has your journey been thus far?
I must say I thank God for the great opportunities that God gave me. And I have no regret that I decided to be a reporter.
Okay.
And till I die, I will remain a reporter. And even when I'm gone, like Professor Akifele here propounded, he said there will be journalists in heaven. In heaven, there will be no lawyer, there will be no crime, there will be no sickness, so there will be no doctor.
Okay.
But he said that information will have to be passed around in heaven.
Yes.
And so there will be journalists to manage information in heaven. So I believe that even when I get to heaven, I will still be a reporter. So God has been very kind to me on earth. And I hope God will be kind to me by taking me to paradise, where I will continue as a reporter.
Amen. Amen.
I've had a very interesting career in journalism, from practicing as a reporter into management of major newspapers. And I'm proud to say that I will perhaps be the only journalist in Nigeria who had the golden opportunity to manage three major newspapers successfully, starting with the Nigerian Herald and then the Daily Sketch in Ibadan, Nigerian Herald in Lorry, and I got crowned by effort by getting back to Daily Times, where I ended my career as managing director of the Daily Times of Nigeria.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Listening to you and taking us back memory lane regarding all the places that you work, how would you say from experience and achievement that journalism has molded Nigeria in terms of governance, politics, and even democracy?
Well, we as journalists act as watchdog on government and institutions. And I must say that our forefathers did very well by even being activists in fighting for independence for Nigeria. From the days of Bankrolling, the founding father of Daily Times, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Papa Femi Awolowo, people like Jack Ode got involved along the line in fighting for the independence of this country. And when we got independence, the Nigerian press had acted as watchdog on the governance of the country, even under the military. Nigerian journalists were highly active and they suffered. Many were jailed for offenses not committed. Some died. Even during the Civil War, one of the first casualties during the Nigerian Civil War was a journalist, Kagu Dapoa, was one of the first to die in the insurgent sector of the Civil War, covering the Civil War in Nigeria. Nigerian journalists have paid the ultimate price in every aspect. And Nigerian journalism is one of the most vibrant in Africa. We struggle and fought for freedom of the press. And I must say that in Nigeria, by hard work on the part of Nigerian journalists, we today have a most vibrant journalism profession in Nigeria.
All right. So, sir, listening to you, I can't help but ask the role of journalism, because I know the role of journalism cannot be downplayed in the affairs of governance, especially when it comes to reporting transparency and integrity of the acts or the actors in government. So our journalists have apparently gone into inferiority complex, pardon me to use the word, sir, in terms of powers in these areas of governance. A recent occurrence was that of a former minister and a journalist who was silenced and lambasted in a press conference during the course of his work. Should journalists be afraid of politicians in the line of their work? I can't help but ask this question.
I must say that I was very comfortable with the reaction of some of my younger colleagues at that press conference in Calabar. Some of them became really bad. And I was shocked that some of them were even giving some kind of apology. It saddens me.
Yes, sir.
Because a journalist is not supposed to be friendly. It's not supposed to be kind. A journalist is supposed to probe. And a journalist is supposed to be courageous. A reporter must be deft and they must have determination and courage to face anybody, no matter how high As a young reporter in 1964, I was covering the parliament with the Prime Minister, Tafawa Balewa, the likes of Kotebo, the likes of Adiro Kusaya. I was covering people like Natama Sule, and so on and so forth. I didn't feel any inferiority compared. A journalist was able to stand up. I mean, as a young man, I stood up shoulder to shoulder with the likes of Aaron Wilson when he came for the Commonwealth conference in Nigeria in 1966. I'm not happy with the way some of my junior colleagues behave in Calabar. They have no apology to anybody. If he asks the question that who is the one funding the...
Who is bankrolling you?
I don't want to use the word bankrolling. Okay. I would rather use it. Who is funding the... It's a legitimate question. And then nobody should use that as an excuse to insult the media. The insult is not to the reporter. The insult is to me and all of us. And then, in my case, it will not go scot-free.
All right. Thank you so much for that submission. I think I should use this opportunity to open our phone lines and let the audience call in and share their thoughts or whatever questions they might have. Our statesman that is presently on the show with us today. Again, please join us by calling the phone line 0700 923 923 923. Again, 0700 923 923. And you can send us a message on 0817 313 6193. Let's hear your perspective. If you have questions for our guests, please go ahead and hit us with your queries and comments. So, sir, as a two-time executive governor of Ogun State in 1992 and in 1999, at the return of democracy rule in Nigeria, as an absolute administrator and revived politician, what are your resentments or reservation in governance of Nigeria today?
Unfortunately, in my time, the caliber of those of us who had the opportunity of being governors were people with wide and deep administrative experiences. I can give you examples. In my time in 1992, some of those became governor had experience at the federal level. For example, John Otigi Oyegu was a retired permanent secretary before becoming governor. Okwadike Ezife was a retired permanent secretary in Anambra. Seidu Bada in Katsina was a retired federal permanent secretary. Lafiaji Shaba was the retired general manager of Katsina Sugar Company before he became governor. I can go on, give you examples of people who had wide experience in administration. That was the standard in my time. I had the opportunity of managing three major districts before going into government.
Yes.
Therefore, many of us have had experience in management of people and resources. And some of us have had experience in accountability. Therefore, we had the high standard of people who were in government at that time. Now, in 1999, those who became governor then too were people with high experience, following the kind of experience that those who became governor in the days of Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, Chimbola Ike, Bishop Obanjo, Ambrose Ali, Professor Ambrose Ali, and so on and so forth. Therefore, the standard of performance at that time, standard of accountability was very, very high. But I must say that today, unfortunately, by the time we had 2003 election, which was massively rigged, badly handled, and total anti-democratic norms. Some people became governors who I would say have had no experience in any management whatsoever. You can't compare the likes of even young men like Niyi Adebayo and Bola Tinubu. Some of those who now became governors because they saw people like Niyi Adebayo. Niyi Adebayo had a pedigree. He had been somebody inside government when his father was governor. So the performance of our time was incomparable to some of those who were rigged in. I would say that they were rigged in. They were really not people selected by election by their people. And that was the time when standards started falling. And it became free for all governors. Unfortunately, I must say, the whole thing became free for all, and the whole thing became even more bastardized when, in that period, the governors were impeached by 6 members of the House of Assembly, when in fact the Constitution says 2/3 of the members of any state assembly. I feel sorry. When people come in by fraudulent means, election that is fraudulent, election that is rigged, those who emerge through that process have been taught to be fraudulent. And what do you get when somebody gets insulted by cheating in an exam or getting a leaked question paper? When he gets to higher position, he will perfect rigging and perpetrate fraud. That's the situation that I found Nigeria today.
All right. Thank you so much for that transparency and the submission and being real with us on the show today.